Hello everyone and welcome to the Aries Moon Girl channel. Today I'm back with another combination Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm not doing enough videos, guys. I should be producing more and putting more out there. So write me down below your Sun, Moon combination if you want a video for yourself as well. I'm lagging a bit behind, but I'm getting to it. And guess what? Today we're gonna do another combination that includes Aries and Scorpio. So Belen, this is for you. The combination is Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising. There is something, guys, recently with Scorpios and this channel. And before I get into the analysis, I want to go into the recap of what's the difference between the rising sign, the moon sign, and the sun sign. So everyone kind of knows their sun sign. This is based on the time of the year you're born in. About a month in a year is dedicated to one sun sign, so it's really easy to know that. Some of you might know the rising sign as well. This is dependent on the time that you were born during the day and what constellation was rising at the top of the sky when you were born, and also dependent on the time of the day. Every other day the moon changes sign as well, so the moon is very much impacting the mundane side of the personality. And as I always put the analogy, I'll put it in this video as well. What's the difference between the rising, the moon, and the sun? Well, if you were to receive a gift, the packaging is the rising sign, so the first impression. Going from there, once you open the gift, that's actually the actual gift, and that's the sun sign. That's how you define yourself. That's what you represent in this world, because we're all so influenced about this by the sun. And if you were to open it up, let's imagine that the gift is a watch. If you were to open it up, the mechanism that keeps it going, that's the moon. And this is what actually your subconscious does. This is what drives you from inside. This is what makes you happy. This is what fulfills you, and this is how you subconsciously act and how you're gonna act in very cozy, familiar situations. Good, so going into the Aries Sun. Aries Sun, you are bold, you're fierce, you want to do things your way. You have kind of a set idea of what you like, what you don't like. You like to do what you like to go your way, you are straightforward, you are courageous at times, so you go and express yourself. If something is not to your liking, you're gonna talk about it, you're gonna say it. If something is to your liking, you're gonna go after it. You're here to kind of win. Like Aries is the sign of the conqueror, so you're here to kind of go your way and succeed in that path that you put yourself on. You're very forceful, although you might not always show it. Mars is driving Aries, so Mars is the sign of war. And I have to talk, if we're talking about Scorpio and Aries, both signs are ruled by Mars. So the sign of war. So you are kind of a mini warrior. You're not someone to mess with, not someone that just goes along with other people's plans, ideas. You fight for your own justice. You want to get your point across. You know what's right and what's wrong for yourself, and you're not afraid to fight for it or show it. Aries comes very straightforward, as I said, so many people might feel like, okay, what you see is what you get with this girl. I understand her totally. I feel at times she might come across a bit too assertive or too aggressive, because so much Mars. So people kind of say, okay, we know what we get with her. We know We know what the sun in Aries brings us. And usually people like Aries Sun because it's a playful sign as well. It's enthusiastic. It's going after new things. But it's also very stubborn in a way, like in a way of, okay, we're projecting a way of seeing things, and I'm going after what I want and what I see. I'm not making too many compromises. So people might think, okay, we know you're pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy to get you. But then there's the Scorpio rising. Scorpio, although ruled by Mars, it's also ruled by Pluto. So there's a layer of mystery that's being added to your personality. So there's still that forcefulness, but with the Scorpio rising, there is even a more powerful impression. So people either love you or hate you. People, like you can create strong feelings in people around you. It depends what other planets you have there as well. But you're polarizing in a way, and Scorpio might make you a bit more, how I said that what you see is what you get. Scorpio might make you a bit more mysterious to people as well, because Scorpio, that's what they do. They put a veil of mystery. So you might be a person that polarizes people, that comes across as a very strong presence, very strong, determined, bold, courageous, strong opinions, strong views in life. That's how you come across. But that Scorpio might also put a veil of mystery around you, so people might not know how to approach you or how to tell you something or how to deal with something, because at times you can be quiet or you cannot. Like sometimes a Scorpio moon, like when you want a straight answer out of someone and you're like bouncing information off them and all of this, or you're telling them, oh, you're like this or you're like that, and the Scorpio moon will say, don't try to put, Scorpio rising will say, don't try to put me in a box. Even if they don't say it, that's what they think. Don't try to put me in a box. You have no idea. So sometimes you could get that vibe across, and that could make you even more polarizing. So people might also become a bit obsessed with you, like in a positive and in a negative way. So that could come across. Anyways, you're very forceful. Then going into the mechanism, what drives you, if there's Scorpio moon, they say that the moon is not feeling really well in Scorpio because there is so much intensity, and the moon kind of goes with the flow, and with so much intensity it's hard to go with the flow. So that's Mars is kind of tormenting feelings, Pluto is kind of dragging it down, and so on the inside you might be the type of person that's also very determined, very strong, very opinionated. The one thing is that Aries is a lot more lighthearted. Aries says something and it goes by, and Aries has forgotten the second they said it, it could change in 2 seconds. But that moon might make things stick a bit more. You might analyze things more. You might take a bit more burden onto yourself. You might hold some of the feelings in, not express them as Aries does. So that's the difference between the Aries energy and the Scorpio energy. Aries just takes the energy of Mars and channels it right out. That's why many times they rebel against many things, because it's like, okay, out. I'm not holding on to anything. Scorpio kind of gathers it, it holds it a bit, and then it spikes it up. I see a very, very strong personality. So you are the type that I would like to have in a war with me. I think I looked up, and Robert Kiyosaki has this combination, like it's a combination also good for money. Weirdly enough, yeah, it's a combination good for money, good for luxury, because you're very, I don't want to say the word cunning, but if you want something, now you're gonna go all out to get it. And Scorpio gives you the means to get it. And Scorpio also likes luxury because he's on that axis of luxury. So you might be actually very successful financially also. You might be very successful in things that you acquire for yourself, in getting your point across, in, I don't know, even a political setting. You get what you want. But I get the feeling that you might be able to get financial things also. In terms of friends, I feel that you're the type also to very much focus on one person or a few people. So if someone is lucky enough to have you in your life, I think you'll have that laser focus on them. Very, 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 very strong individual. So much energy. That could be at times even destructive if you're not using it. So try to do sports, try to do meditation, try to do something with it, or try to acquire something with it, try to go for something. Because Mars doesn't like to just sit around and not do anything. Mars goes for things. So try to achieve your goals, try to achieve the most unexpected high up goals. Try to use that intelligence and that Scorpio-ness to navigate there where you want, and the boldness of Aries to push it through. And I think you'll be very successful. Until next time, I'm Aries Moon Girl. I care about the stars, but most of all, I care about you. And that's why I do these videos. See you guys next time.